This is the most goated part of the whole EDate. Sorry, my other wife is here. She wants to say hi.
How much do you want to have sex with Bases and his girl?
Base Benji, aka Big Daddy Benji, aka Mr. TYB, aka Mr. Took Your Bitch. Past tense because it's already happened. There's nothing you can do about it. You know, you already know who it is, what's going on, what we're doing here. I actually went on an EDate recently. So my friend Alex from Playing with Fire runs a big dating channel. Go check him out. Cool guy. He had a live date roast. He was speed dating. Every guy had 5 minutes to go on and try and date the girl. And he had a bunch of other pickup artists on the panel who afterwards would rate and roast your game. So me being Base Zeus, being Big Daddy Benji, aka Mr. TYB, I saw this was happening on YouTube Live. I popped in the chat. I was typing away. I'm like, hey, I'm gonna come in the chat. Let me in. I joined the chat, and this is my E-date. I wanted an E-date with an OnlyFans girl. You'll just see how it went. Just prepare yourself because, you know, when you got Big Daddy Benji out here going on dates, it's a rare sighting. It's a rare Wait, no, it's not rare. It's not. What am I saying? It's not rare. This happens all the time. No, it's not a rare sighting. It's special. It's special. It's a rare sighting to see behind the scenes of this happening. This is typically reserved the guys in my coaching programs, you know, the OGs, but let's watch, let's learn, because there's a lot to learn, and make sure you got your notebook out. Take notes. It's Big Daddy Benji we're talking about here.
All right, so you ready to take a shot at the lovely Sharon?
I think I'm ready. I got a few stuff ready. Hold on, let me show you. Sharon, I wanted to be prepared for our date, so I brought a candle.
I love candles, actually.
I brought a
Muy
candle.
romantico.
This is
Gringo romantico.
This is a niche candle brand. Because I know you like candles. I knew that. I could just tell. I'm so fucking smooth and suave. Come on, bro. Who brings a candle to an E-date? Come on. Your expression.
I'm going to pop out.
Yeah.
I also
Muy grande. Okay,
I also brought you wine. I know you love wine. So I thought we could sit here, have ourselves a little bit of a date. You know, pour it up for you.
Yes, please. So actually, I want one.
This is yours. This is yours right here.
Oh, thanks.
You see, I'm a gentleman. I always serve and pour the lovely lady first. Come on. How did you end up here?
Sorry?
How did you end up here on the podcast with Alex?
Oh, because I have a friend.
So if it's not obvious, she doesn't speak English very well. It's not her first language. So it made the date a little bit difficult. Yeah, I speak Spanish, but it was kind of cheating if I spoke Spanish. And because all the live viewers are English, it would be really fucked up and bad content if I'm just sitting there speaking Spanish to her. So I only kept it to English this whole time. I didn't even tell her I spoke Spanish.
Friend that told me about this. So he invited me and I said, yeah, why not?
So are you here for fun? You looking for a boyfriend? What are you looking for?
No, actually I'm for fun, but if I found a boyfriend, it's like 2 things for one. So
2 for 1.
Yeah, but actually no, I only came for fun.
Is that stuffed animal on the back of your bed? Is that your current boyfriend?
No, they give in the job they give me this. So because I like the teddy bear, so they give me.
I have one myself, but mine's a Cookie Monster.
A Cookie Monster?
Yeah.
You was a very fan when you was a kid?
Yeah, Cookie Monster was my favorite because I love chocolate chip cookies. When you're running a date like this virtually, it's difficult because there's a delay in the audio. Like, I'm not looking at her because if I'm looking at my monitor is here, but the camera is here, it makes it really awkward. Also, there's a language barrier which I can't move past because it would make for terrible content. But I'm just here having fun messing around on the E-date. The other thing is that when you're actually trying to game a girl or you're actually trying to communicate with a girl in a romantic way and she doesn't speak the language, it's very difficult to do it through a screen because at least in person she could read your energy, your body language. You can be a lot more physical and play into those aspects of game rather than just having to make conversation when she doesn't really speak the language. And you know, there's the added barrier of the screens. I'm very particular about my chocolate chip cookies. Most chocolate chip cookies suck, so I have a very specific taste for how they come up and which ones I get. I'm kind of a chocolate chip cookie snob.
Oh really? And you know cookies?
I do. Do you know how to bake? That's the real question that I'm interested in. Do you know how to bake or cook?
Yeah, I know. So I live by myself, so I have to.
I'm asking her to qualify, blah, 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 like sell herself. Oh, like, do you bake or cook? And I'm saying that's an important thing for me, prerequisite. So then she's falling into the frame of her having to, you know, impress me or live up to my standards. At least that's what I'm doing here. This was like a half-serious E-date. It was more for fun. That's why I brought the candle out. You know, just having fun. You know, Base Benji shit.
For bake. And actually, I have too many things for cook, like the cupcakes, like thing that is with the face of a beer. Many like cute things that to theirs like.
Oh, you mean like the cutters? Like
I had no idea what you were talking
the
about.
thing to bake it?
Yeah, like the things for baked pancakes, and cakes and brownies or something.
You see my face? I'm like, I don't know what she fucking saying, bro. So on our next date, when I come to visit you in Mexico City, I just do something like, yeah. So our next date, you doing this, right? What are you gonna bake me?
Cookies, because you say that you like cookies. No, no, we have to bake it together. We have to bake it together. So you can
Together?
Yeah, because you can show me your receipts and I can show you my receipts.
I thought she said receipts. I'm like, receipts, and then I realized she's saying recipes, but she's saying receipts. It's actually kind of cute. I have recipes. I only have. I typically find a girl who can cook for me or can bake for me. That's what I do. I don't make them myself. I'm just the reviewer. I'm the taster.
Well, but I can show you, and you can do when you back to your house.
She already tried to come back to the crib. This is 2 minutes in. 2.5 minutes in. She tried to come back to the crib. When we come back to you house. She's not even saying it correctly because she's just so down to come back to the crib. She's like, we coming back to you house. Only base bench. That's the only E-date in this whole live speed dating. Talking about going back to the crib 2 minutes in. Need I say more? Who said you could come back to my house yet? I don't know if we're who said? I don't know if we're there yet. I don't know if I can trust you yet.
I don't know, but or you don't want to learn to cook?
Well, it depends what we're cooking. It depends what we're cooking. This is another issue with the language barrier, is that when I do add a little tease like that, especially through a screen, like the sarcasm, the joke, the teasing nature and vibe of it kind of gets lost in the translation. And then I realize this and I'm trying to like make it work. It's honestly a little bit of a train wreck because of all of it, but it was mostly fun. I have to finish getting to know you first. We're still early on our first date, you know? I move slow. You know? So,
what do you like to do in a first date?
What do I like to do on a first date? I actually prefer to have a date where I don't like drinking a lot, but having 1 or 2 drinks, going to a bar or a lounge where there's some music, but it's not super loud. I like to be able to hear the girl that I'm getting to know, and I just like to chat. That's the move. You take her to a quiet bar or lounge, or not a quiet one. They got music playing. It's not super loud where you can't hear each other and you have to scream, but it's loud enough so that when you bring her in there, you take her on the date, you say, oh, come sit next to me so we don't have to scream over each other over the music. The music sets a vibe, sets an ambiance. If there's a little bit of a silence there, the music fills it. You have an excuse to sit next to each other and be close. This is big brain, base Benji shit, you know. You would only know this if you're a base Benji fan, if you're one of the loyal ones. If you're a loyal one, hit the like button, subscribe, leave a comment below. I see all you guys, the early OGs on this channel. Before we hit 100K, before I hit 1 mil on this channel too. I see you guys, don't worry. Go with the flow, see what happens, and if I like the girl, then I like her, we fall in love. And if I don't, then we do fall in love. After an hour, I'm like, I'm so sorry, I have to go, you know, I'm busy, gotta get back to work.
So you say that you like move too slow, but if you are drinking 2 cups and then you are like falling in love?
Not falling in love, but I like to go with the flow, see what happens. Maybe an hour turns into a couple, and you know.
Oh, so if someone don't like you, it's like you take a call and you are like, oh, I have to leave.
Well, the girls never don't like me, so it's usually if I don't like them.
Oh, you are bad.
I'm bad. How am I bad? Run that shit back. That shit was hilarious. He's like, oh, you are bad. It's usually if I don't like them.
Oh, you are bad.
I'm bad. How am I bad?
Yeah, because you have to be honest. Like, I think that we are not working together. So.
Why aren't we working together? Well, you can bring it here. Sorry. You see, I didn't understand what she was saying. Watching this back, I'm like realizing everything she was saying. But she said, oh, you have to be honest and say we are not working together. But I thought she was saying that about us. But now we're watching it back, I see she's talking about the situation. Just so much gets lost. This is the most goated part of the whole E-date. Prepare yourself, this is the most goated part of the whole E-date. Just watch this.
Yeah,
because say hi? Do you want to say hi to my wife? Come here. Sorry, my other wife is here. She wants to say hi.
Hello.
She cooked, so now you guys can have a bake off and see who's the better cook.
Oh, she cooks the.
Look, she made me like a little smoothie bowl. Sorry. Sorry, my other wife is here. She wants to say hi. She thought I was kidding at first, and then she shows up. She's like, "Oh shit!" Oh, like she cooked. So now you guys can have a bake off and see who's the better cook.
Oh, she cooks there. She cooks there.
She made me. It was like a little smoothie bowl.
Oh, she's so cute.
I have to stay healthy. You know, I have to stay in good shape. Why are you single?
Because sometimes I like to choose the correct person to be in. So I don't like to be in a relationship when I don't feel like comfortable with someone. So I date with someone, and if I don't like him, it's like
I'm eating on the.
Yeah, I'm happy with our relationship.
What's the correct person for you? Like, what are you looking for?
Well, I'm looking for someone that I can share like a good experience, like that he.
If you notice what I'm doing here, aside from being a fucking baller, aside from being a G, being the most hilarious man on the planet, what I'm doing here is I'm asking why are you single, what kind of guys are you usually looking for, blah, 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 blah. Because I'm trying to get a sense of what does she like, because then I'll know, one, if I fit into it. If she says, oh, I like short, fat dudes who have like no ambition and no motivation and play video games all day. It's like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. I find that out early. I get a sense for what she typically likes and what she's looking for. So I can know, like, truthfully, like, is this gonna work out? Am I gonna be a fit for her? But two, also, if it does sound like it, I can frame my game and how I'm talking to her. I can frame myself and my personality in a way that more aligns with that.
He don't be toxic with me or jealous, that he makes me feel comfortable, and yeah.
I like a guy who don't be toxic with me, and I have a girl bringing me a smoothie bowl on our EDate, bro. What do you mean like, have you had a toxic boyfriend in the past or a relationship that didn't work out and you're like, oh, fuck this, I don't want to do this again?
Yeah, I was dating with someone that like for 1 year.
I'm just eating this food, bro.
6 months. But we had like a good relationship. But then he was so jealous.
I'm not even paying attention, I'm just fucking eating, bro.
I was like, I got to visit to my mom and he was like, no, you are in another place. And I, no. So he was like, oh, send me your live location and send me that and send me a picture. And I don't have problem with do that, but in a point it was like weird and uncomfortable. So I don't like this kind.
Did you?
Like I told you, if I'm with someone, it's because I want or I like to be with this person. So if he's not trust on me, it's like I think that this relationship don't have future, you know, something like that. Or he go into my mobile phone and read all my message or all my pictures. So.
Did you give him a reason to be jealous and controlling? Were you a good girl or were you a bad girl? Date's over. Date's over.
No, I don't know, because maybe sometimes he saw that I received message and he read about that.
Were other guys messaging you?
They're all muted.
Yeah,
You didn't delete your Instagram?
Because he's muted. I can't hear him.
If you were my girl, you would delete your Instagram day one.
You're not leaving the house.
No, I
Not
mean,
leaving the kitchen.
Now they're gonna go around and give you feedback, I think, right? Listen.
I mean, for all the people, woman, men, other people text, I think it's normal. But the thing is that if you continue texting the other person or are you flirt with other person, it's bad. But I didn't respond to the other guys, so I don't know why he was mad or jealous if I didn't. Actually, I didn't open the message. It was like 7 message.
Well, she's talking a lot about her ex-boyfriend. Jesus Christ.
Anyway.
I just realized my mic was muted the whole time. That explains why none of you fuckers were laughing at my jokes. I thought I was like, I'm being so funny, but no one's laughing.
You're not used to that? That's weird.
No, I made the best joke ever, and then like just Base Zeus just had like a dead face. I was like, okay, fine, dude, I'm not funny, I guess.
I come in, I just jack his podcast, not laughing at his jokes. I couldn't hear you, bro. You were muted. It's actually really funny. Wait, did you really?
Yeah. I came in like right when you were.
Tell it again, Alex.
You can say it again with all the pressure now of it being awkward.
Funny. I was like, let me see your phone, Sharon. It was like the timing. I had to. It's not gonna work.
You had to be there.
You had to be there.
Yeah, because he took my phone when I was sleeping. He takes my phone. of if I was trying.
She's still talking about her ass. Like, we moved on. I'm sorry. We moved on. I wasn't even paying attention when she was talking about it.
He changed the music and he reads my things. Or
I would instantly break up with someone if they did that. Like if they're looking, if they want to look through my phone, it's done.
Well, let's
you need a guy who's gonna let you live. You know, let you live your life, trust you.
Let's give Based our feedback.
She's still not over that ex of hers, huh?
I mean, I thought he did pretty well overall. It was a nice plot twist when your girl came on the screen. I would have hinted at a threesome personally, but
Well,
I have to put out our candle now that our date's over.
Yeah, no, I like the candle and the wine. That was a nice little touch. I don't know. I'll let you guys go first. I thought he did pretty well overall.
I mean, I think obviously he's a lot. He's very confident, right? You got to that's a lot of points. Just being confident. He's used.
This guy AG Hayden, he actually reviewed one of my infields like over a year ago. On my other channel, I have a video of me reacting to him reacting to my infield. So it was actually kind of funny. This is the first time I talked to him. Nice guy.
Just the social pressure, right? It doesn't phase
Wait.
him at all.
This is the second time AG Hayden.
Yeah, it's not the first
breaking
time.
down my game.
Hey, it wasn't too bad last time.
I looked for the video. You took it down, bro. Where's the video?
Did I? No, I didn't take it down.
I can't find it. I was gonna react.
Unless
to
the
it
other
on my
guy,
live
I
stream.
get so many copyright strikes, but I didn't take it down intentionally. No.
I was gonna react to it on my live stream.
Oh shit. Well,
You were nice though. Don't worry about it. I don't care.
I think it was a good infield.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it.
So back to the.
He thought I wasn't roasting. He thought I was roasting him by saying AG Hayden, bro. I wasn't roasting you. I promise. I just came to my mind because I was literally looking for the video where he reacts to my infield to react to it on this channel like the same day. So it was funny that he ended up on it. AG Hayden, bro. I fuck with you. Don't worry, man.
Feedback.
Wait, 8. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. I saw your face and I didn't want to. Okay, go ahead.
Look,
continue.
he's confident. He's a lot more confident, and that's very important by itself, right? And he's making it a lot more emotional, right? He understands the underlying principle that game and being on a date, talking to a girl is not about logic. That's what most of the previous two guys, they didn't really understand that on a deep level because they haven't been doing this for years. And that's the big difference, is everything he's saying is more to get an emotional reaction, not a logical reaction, right? It's making it interesting. It's creating some intrigue as opposed to being, so, how old are you? What do you do for a living? Etc. And so I think that was a lot better.
Yeah, I thought the man to woman vibe was there. Sharon seemed
AG Hayden, he had a good breakdown. AG Hayden knows what he's talking about. All right, boy, all right.
comfortable. Like you could see by her body language, she was kind of open and loosey goosey. So she was clearly like comfortable talking.
Everyone is just like mansplaining and explaining her feelings about the date over her.
The only thing, like again, I'm kind of like nitpicking right now, and everyone has a different style. Like I would probably like try to put more sexual tension there, like use more sexual innuendos just to create more sexual tension as much as possible. It's kind of tough because you get like 5 minutes, so it's like how much sexual tension can you build in 5 minutes? But yeah, like we probably have slightly different styles. I don't know. What do you think, Austin?
I'm kind of pissed that he was like macking on my wife like that. First of all,
There we go.
I knew he was going to say something.
that's my
There we
woman.
go.
There's plenty of Sharon to go around.
Yeah. But no,
Bro, just talking about her like she's like not even there.
I think the biggest thing was the abundance, dude. He just has fucking white chicks cooking him, you know, making him.
Whoa! Why
You got to be white.
Okay, yeah. Why does it have to be a white chick?
What does that matter?
She was white and she was on the screen. That's like, just goes to what I saw. Anyway,
We
Yeah.
don't know if she was white. Maybe she was like partially Arabic.
also I think the thing in these dates as well is that, you know, you're not going to have chemistry with everyone. I don't think they had that much chemistry, but he was doing the best he could.
I thought there was.
She's not my type, and she was a really nice girl. I actually did enjoy having a nice conversation with her. She seemed like he had a lot of nice, good things to say. He's right though. You just don't have chemistry with everyone. Nice girl though.
So,
Would E-date again?
so really quickly, I think the thing is there's going to be a different way of doing it when you have a 5-minute date as opposed to like an actual real date. So
Also, video.
I was reading. I'm like zoned out in the bottom left because I was reading all the live chat comments. Because when I was on the date, I wasn't reading the chat, so I'm just like catching up, like scrolling through it.
for example, if you did a bunch of like, you know, gamey, super elaborate story, whatever type shit, okay, maybe in like a 5-minute interaction, you know, the chat might be like, oh, amazing. But then in real life,
Another girl's over here cooking me another smoothie bowl.
Bye.
Close the door. I'm filming. We're working. Some people work around here.
Life, I don't think that necessarily carries over the same way. So like if this was like an extended date, I think that would have been perfect and fine. But just the fact that we're, you know, doing this in 5 minutes, it's almost like you have to speed up the process, I guess. It's
8 minutes.
I mean, the format's kind of awkward inherently.
Don't get me wrong.
Exactly,
like,
that's what I'm saying.
If Benjamin had more time, he could definitely put a baby inside Sharon. But like, I think 5 minutes is a weird time constraint, right?
So yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like the format's interesting because it's like, all right, well, if you're on an actual date, you'd want to do what like Jesus did, but if you're doing it in like 5 minutes, then I'm sure the chat whoever the chat ends up saying did the best will be whoever did the most gamey shit.
He's right. On a real date, this is actually how I would probably run a pretty normal real date. Like I would be more relaxed. I wouldn't be over anxious or overzealous in trying to make things super sexual, super fast, because it can kind of come off as thirsty and try hard and like you're a fuckboy if you're trying to make super sexual jokes, you know, a minute into the interaction. So I do typically play things slower because I actually like getting to a feel for the girl. I like getting to know her and seeing what she's like before I actually decide if I even want to start getting sexual with her. So that's typically why I tend to play things a little bit slower, and you saw that on the date.
In reality, is that actually what's effective on a real date? I don't think so.
Well, let's find out. Sharon, how much do you want to have sex with Jesus and his girlfriend?
I like the way he asked that. That's a great way to ask it.
The way he asked that is
right
so
now. Does he need to get you a jet right now? Like get you a jet?
You have a threesome with Jesus and his.
He's a big time YouTuber. You can afford that. You can get your private jet.
Yeah, you can afford a private jet for you. He's got you.
He's got the gold plaque. I only have the
all that Sharon cares about is the authentic connection in the moment.
Well, yeah, but no, I think that we can be like good friends. But yeah, I think that maybe we don't.
The friend zone. The friend zone.
Don't have like this kind of chemistry.
Yeah, we just didn't like. We're just not each other's type. Like I could just like not my vibe, not my vibe.
Okay. And then
No, I agree. I don't think the chemistry was there. I think also the weird thing about this is like the audio, like I kind of hear myself and then I hear her and there's like a delay. So it's kind of like when you're on a Zoom meeting call, you know how like you talk over the person? Yeah, that was a big thing too. I was like pausing every time. I couldn't really hear. So it's like weird, like trying to do it.
Oh, weird.
It was definitely harder for, I feel bad for the guys who came on before who had to like deal with that and their
I think it might just be on your end, Benjamin. Do you guys hear that feedback? I don't hear it on my end.
Are you in the U.S.? I mean, if you're outside the U.S.,
No,
that would
he's
explain
in the
why,
US.
right? Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't have it, but that is a problem. I know Andrew Tate with his interview with Hassan, you know, he got destroyed partly because of the echo. So it's definitely a
I
real
think
thing.
he's using, Benjamin, you're using a professional camera, right? You're not using a webcam?
Yeah.
I think that's what
Yeah, that would affect
professional, baby, professional.
the wires and shit.
Yeah, she was saying something though. I didn't want to cut her off. Sharon, go ahead. You were talking. I don't mansplain over here, baby. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh well, what's that? And maybe that you have to be, or for me, more clear, because it was like at first talking about that we can do this thing, and then you was like, oh no, I don't like to go so fast, and it's like it's only pancakes. It's only that we are not having like.
She's just like the sarcasm, like the teasing, just like went right over her head because the language barriers. Like I said,
we are not get married, so.
So you do want. So you do want to get married. So which one is it? Do we have chemistry, or do you want to get married?
Watch it there, bud.
No, but I mean, I was telling you about.
I'm kidding. She still doesn't like get to like I'm making a joke and kidding. This is one of the issues of the language barrier, the digital format.
And
Everyone's laughing.
And it's like, oh, okay.
What she's getting at, Benjamin, is the subtle humor gets lost in translation.
Yeah, it's also
very
different when
aware
it's. The thing is too, is it's different when it's not physical, because also like my camera's here, so like my monitor's here, so it's like hard to read both of what's going on. This is fun though. I like this is a good format.
You weren't jerking off this whole time? I thought that was like the premise of the show.
Uh-huh.
Oh, well, I guess it was just me then. Call me crazy. But yeah, it's an interesting idea. We're trying. If you want, you can stay backstage with us and help us. If you got some time, review the people we're gonna come on.
That was the EDate, my friends. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. That was actually a very fun EDate. Thank you to Alex from Playing with Fire for having me, for being a good host, for putting the panel together. Go check him out if you haven't already. And if you want to learn and see actual footage of me going on an actual date, how I actually run a date in real time, then book a free one-on-one call with me below. You can get access to maybe potentially apply and join my coaching program where I teach guys exactly how to run a perfect first date to maximize attraction, maximize your chances of seeing the girl again and building a long-term connection and interaction with her. If you want to learn exactly how I actually do dating when I'm actually being serious and how I do it and get guys insane results like the ones you're seeing on screen, like going from no dates to 5 dates in a row back to back to back, to going from having no sex in over 2 or 3 years to having sex 3 times in a week. If you want to know how I get guys these types of results in a matter of just a few weeks, then click the link below, book a free one-on-one call with me. And this has been Big Daddy Benji, aka Base Benji, aka Mr. 2IB, aka Mr. Bitch. Past tense could already happen. I'm out. I'll see you guys soon.